In the small American town of Northville, where everyone knew each other, there lived a young man named Jake. He was just an ordinary guy with a passion for technology and cryptocurrency. His interest in this world started with simple investments, but soon grew into a real obsession. One day, exploring the internet, Jake stumbled upon a mysterious forum where not only investments were discussed, but also strange myths about cryptocurrencies. One of the posts caught his attention. A user with the nickname ShadowTrader claimed that there was a forgotten cryptocurrency with mystical powers. It was said that its creation was linked to an ancient ritual that could open doors to the netherworld, where the souls of those who couldn't find peace dwell. Jake, seized by the idea, decided he had to find this cryptocurrency. He spent days and nights immersed in research until he came across an old article mentioning Cryptosoul. Legend had it that whoever could find and run this cryptocurrency would come into contact with spirits that would unlock the secrets of wealth and power. Armed with his laptop and dark determination, Jake opened a file that he thought might contain the code to create Cryptosoul. He worked on it without noticing how he was slowly sinking into the abyss. Every night he heard whispers coming from behind the screen, as if his computer were alive. One evening he finally completed the code and launched the cryptocurrency. At that moment, the room was plunged into darkness, the monitors began to flicker, and a sense of something supernatural hung in the air. Suddenly, a mist appeared in front of Jake and took the shape of a person. It was the ghost of a woman with sad eyes. She looked up at him, and Jake felt his heart sink. "You freed us," she said. "Now you must pay the price." Jake didn't understand what she was saying, but terrible thoughts were already brewing in his mind. He soon realized that every transaction with Cryptosoul opened the door to new souls who craved revenge for their suffering. Every day his life became more unbearable. He lost friends, jobs, and his nights were filled with nightmares. One day, when he tried to shut down his computer, the screen suddenly went blank and he saw his reflection. A dark silhouette with empty eye sockets staring back at him instead. Jake shrieked and bounced back, but the ghost only grinned. "You can't escape your fate," he said. "You're part of us now." Each week, Jake lost touch with reality more and more. He began seeing ghosts on the streets of Northville, hearing their whispers as he passed people he knew. He became isolated and suspicious, until one day he decided he had to shut Cryptosoul down for good. He gathered all his strength and ran the code again, hoping to end this madness. But when he pressed enter, the room filled with light and shadows began to dance around him. The woman reappeared, her voice louder, and she screamed, "You can't stop what has already begun!" At that moment, Jake realized that his soul had become part of the cryptocurrency, and with it, all the shadows he had ever feared. He was trapped in an endless cycle where horror and mysticism intertwined, and there was no turning back. The town of Northville never learned the truth about Jake and the Cryptosoul. His name faded from memory, as did many others who were trapped in technology they couldn't understand. Cryptocurrencies continued to evolve, but there were still shadows lingering in their depths, hungry for freedom and revenge. And who knows, perhaps in the dark corners of the internet, Cryptosoul is still waiting for its next victim, ready to pay a terrible price for wealth and power.